that doesn't give me a health risk. Am I right? I'm all right. Okay. I'm strong, I'm healthy, I'm fit. I will fight anything that comes in my way. Okay, so thanks a lot, Lawrence Hu, for your poem to me. It's an absolute honour to be part of the cargo movement. And everyone, I do encourage you to go and check that out. The cargo movement is going to be one of the most significant things we've had in our city ever, really, with regards to our legacy. I've got a few things I want to say. I hope you'll bear with me. I hope you'll get something from the words I want to express. My first question, though, to everyone is, can we repair ourselves? Can we repair ourselves? Who believes that we can repair ourselves? Yes? And I'm hoping that will lead into a call and response. Can we repair ourselves? Black Lives Matter, reparations, or else? Right? So when I say Black Lives Matter, I want you to say reparations or else. Can we repair ourselves? Black Lives Matter, reparations or else? And let me tell you a little bit more about the reparations movement that I've been involved in just for a few years. But the movement has been going ever since the time that African heritage people were displaced out of their own continent. This isn't a new thing. As you heard through the poems of Lawrence, it's an ongoing battle. And I'm encouraged to see young people now taking this up. When we think about reparations, some people think it's just about the history, and of course that's important, but it's also about the current harm that continues to be done to African heritage people. There's a term that we use, and it's called maangamizi, which tries to sum up the historic harm and the harm today, the harm of which you heard from the introduction here. Things like over-representation in the prison system. Did you know that many parole boards do not represent us? They do not have representation on them. In fact, you might find that retired judges wade in and decide our fate. There is an annual march from Brixton to Parliament every year, 1st of August, which is the Emancipation Day. This march also has a petition, and it is charging the British state with ecocide and genocide. What do you think about that? Do you think it's a valid argument? Do you think it's the right charge? Do you believe in your heart that we can say that the British state historically and even today is guilty of ecocide and genocide? Because that is how serious it is, and it's important that we recognise that. This year the march isn't happening actually, and it's not just because of COVID, it's because the organisers have recognised they need a different strategy. So their strategy is going to be occupying Brixton in London. There'll be transport going from Bristol. There's always a strong Bristol contingency every 1st of August. They will be occupying Brixton. It will be called the Reparations Rebellion. And we encourage as many of you to attend. It is for everyone to get behind this. One of the demands of the movement is that we have an all-party parliamentary commission of inquiry and truth into reparatory justice regarding the historic transatlantic trafficking of enslaved people. This is what the movement is calling for. Actions that can be taken are to sign the petition, we charge ecocide and genocide, stop the maangamizi. Myself, I also submitted a motion to full council. It is now imperative that we use our democratic power for all issues to make sure that we are there, because sometimes things go past because we're not there around the table, so people presume that we don't care about the matter, which is far from the truth. A motion has gone to Bristol Council asking for this commission of inquiry. The motion didn't get heard this week, so I followed it up with questions about whether the mayor will also write and support for this commission of inquiry. Now I'm asking all of you to support the commission of inquiry as the first step of the state acknowledging the harm that they have done historically and today to African heritage people. and others. I'm not saying and others don't count. Of course there's harm that's been done. When we have our reparations march,